So guys, I did not film an intro to this video. What the fuck? I forgot to. I'm so sorry, but I was supposed to film it after I did the hair and stuff, but I just started relaxing, smoking a blunt, and starting to edit and forgot. But today's video is just going to be me doing my hair while telling you guys a crazy story time. Now, as you guys can read from the title, he pulled it out. I know. It happened. But let's get into the story. It's been a minute. Happy 2020 to you all. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Had a couple fumbles throughout the past couple months, but we're back and better, and you guys are gonna be getting more of me. But without further ado, watch this video of me doing my hair while telling you guys this crazy story. And yeah, follow my new Instagram, link down below. But okay, so this is the box it came in. It's really pretty. Something you can keep your wigs in, obviously. Standard boxes. Some of them you can throw away. Some of them you can keep, like this one. It is a 22 inch, but it is quite long. It says it's a 22. It is a lace front, 13 by 4, and it is 200 density, which is true to the density. I mean, it's not too thick, but it is long hair. I don't think it's a 22 because honestly, it goes down to my crack. Let's be honest. I'm just being honest. It's longer than expected, which is always good when you're getting hair because who doesn't like long hair? And if you don't like it, girl, cut it. Okay. You get this, which has the wig inside, as well as some clips. Obviously, the standard wig cap, which I put on today. You get a little flyer. I got some lashes, but I gave them to my sister because she wanted them and she wants to play around in makeup, so I was like, why not? And you get a baby hair brush, which I'll be using in a little bit, but it's in the bathroom. But onto the wig itself, I've worn this for about 2 to 3 weeks now, just to test it out to see if I really like the hair. And to be honest, I love it. I did not pre-pluck it. I did not bleach it, but you really don't have to with this type of color. Now, a lot of people do bleach it if they want it to be super realistic, but you guys will see that it is kind of transparent. You can see my nails through it. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, there are tracks around it, and this is how much parting space you are going to have. And with this type of color, you're gonna want a lot of sideburns because, you know, not a lot of bitches have orange hair. So I already secured this with Got2b spray. Now I left some of this out because I got PDO threads, not a facelift girl, so I couldn't, you know, slick it all the way back. So the glue I'm gonna be using to secure my wig on today is the Ghost Bond XL. Now I got this at my local beauty supply for only $18. By the way, guys, look at my nails now. I did them myself. I didn't do my thumb because I need my thumb. And this is the other set I did on this hand. This one's old. I'm gonna start talking about the story time once I get the glue on and ready to go. Now that the glue is decently dried, we're gonna start applying the wig. But now it's time to start the story. As you guys can read from the title, I thought he was gonna pull his cock out. Oh boy, pulled the Glock out. It is a crazy story time. This happened a long time ago. I'm 22 now, and this happened when I was like 17. Probably 16, yeah. 16 going on 17, right when I started, you know, switching it up. Don't judge me from this story thinking this is who I am today, because I have not done none of that or considered doing the things that I would be doing in this story time today because it's just too risky and too dangerous. But with that being said, let me take a hit. Always make sure to be aware and make sure to know who you're talking to as far as letting them know that you're trans. I know my last story time got over 1 million views and girls were flipping out, calling me all types of names and stuff like that, but I don't want this story to get misconstrued. Yes, misconstrued. Because it wasn't really my intentions. It wasn't. Just like the other time, it wasn't my intention. I just fucked up, if you know what I mean. So let's get into the story. Let me put this lace on. Let me take one more hit. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to 2022. Blessings on blessings. I'm gonna be doing a lot of public stuff this year. Ooh. yes, it's gonna be real crazy, really scary for me, because I'm scared to be in public trolling the girls. Like, oh, spoopy, don't want to get clocked, you know what I'm talking about. But let's get into the story. So like I said, around 16, 17, I was just finding myself, just starting to, you know, put on makeup and you know, want to be a girl. You know, I was playing around, you know, I was dressing up, I was putting boobs on and stuff like that, you know, with pads and stuff, and that was just my thing. I didn't really come out as trans yet because I felt like I didn't need to, you know, tell people like, girl, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna look how I want to look. That's how, like, I've always been, you know what I'm talking about? Sorry if I'm looking that way, it's because I'm looking at my mirror. But yeah, so that was just my gig. Like, I was just like, okay, like, I'm gonna do what I want. I put the glue way too far back, so far forward. I did not need to do that. Hi guys, I'm sorry. I definitely didn't need to do it that much. I'll wipe it off with some alcohol. So it comes around like my 17th birthday. That's when I like started full-fledged wearing wigs and all that. You know what I'm talking about? So I was deep into it at 17. All the little trans girls know when you're first starting and you feel your oats, you think you're the baddest girl, you think you are so powerful, you think you're like super fish, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't want to say the other word, but you get the gist. I thought I was, you know, giving. I thought I was pulling. I thought I was serving for the girls and the guys. At this point, I have changed all my socials to Jazlynn and all this stuff. You know, I am transitioned, I guess. You know, that's my new thing. I am Jazlynn, right? Like I said, I was feeling my oats, so I would talk to a lot of the boys. And it was, you know, no tea, no shade, but pink lemonade. So I would be talking to some guys and I wouldn't tell them right off the bat that I was trans, because like when you get to know somebody, you need to get to know them as a person before you judge them off of what they like, their preference or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Because how you gonna walk up to Sally and then be like, oh, she likes girls, I ain't fucking with her. I know people are like homophobic and stuff like that, but I never really understood. So I would talk to guys for like 2-3 days. Sometimes I would push to a week, and then I would tell them. I wouldn't, you know, like get too crazy. You know, the boys are the boys and they're gonna get nasty. So of course I would get nasty on the phone, but they ain't finna bone. You know what I'm talking about? Because they don't know yet. I would always make sure I would let them know that I'm trans before going further and meeting in person, because you know, that's kind of weird and kind of dangerous. Sorry y'all, I just gotta put this in a ponytail real quick. Don't mind my armpits, girl. Shave them for me then. Like I said, I would tell them like about a week in if I wanted to meet up with them or whatever, or if, you know, we wanted to, you know, take things serious, or I felt like he was catching feelings or whatnot. So TJ was a close family friend. He still is. I don't hang around him often anymore, but me and TJ were like best friends. Like, we were always hanging out when I was growing up. He was in my life since I was like in elementary. Fast forward on to when I transitioned, we were still kikiing, hanging out all the time, you know, just chilling. And he had a car at the time, and what we would do is he would let me sometimes pull up to the boys' houses and, you know, link up with them, or, you know, bring them to the house and then, you know, link up with them, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Feel the drift, right? So like I was saying, let me put on my headrest. As I was saying, I was talking to guys at the time because I was feeling fish, you know what I'm talking about, feeling my oats. I think I was talking about like 5 guys at the time. I don't really remember. I know it was a handful, because why would I forget to tell the man that I was trans? You know what I'm talking about? I forgot. That's the tea. I just forgot. I told some of them that I was trans, you know. Some of them I didn't, because I just started talking to them. It was just a handful of guys. Girls, don't act like you're not a thought and you used to like message a couple people at the same time. Like, it's hard jumbling a whole bunch of folks at one time. Y'all know how it is. Like, don't act like you don't do it. So I was talking to this guy. Let's call him Spooky. I'm gonna call him Spooky because he was a Cholito and he was he looked like Spooky. Let's just talk about it. Without the tattoos, without the little, you know, mustache and all that, he looked like Spooky, you know? He looked like a little cholito. We're hitting it off, we're conversating, having a good time, having a little kiki. I think it was like on Facebook or something. I don't remember, girl. We were talking about, you know, linking up and, you know, chilling one of these days. Now, I was like, okay, this is perfect. I can hit up TJ and I can be like, okay, I gotta move, let's get it executed. Guys, I'm back. I had to roll up 2 more blunts, get the hot tools ready because I'm about to put this in the middle part. As you guys can see, I have it in a little side part. I said I told TJ we have a little move and we're gonna execute it. So he's like, bet, okay, you can use the car and just have him come through and say we're gonna have a little kickback, and if something ends up happening, you can do what you need to do. So me and Spooky plan to meet, and I'm like, okay, fuck. This is gonna be crazy because he was kind of, you know, giving freaky vibes. He was definitely giving, you know, no more locked doors, you know what I'm talking about? Hold on, let me just part this, because we're gonna get into a juicy part, and I need a juicy part, fuck. I hate having nails, y'all. Kind of like giving freaky vibes, you know. And I was living for it, you know. We didn't send no pictures or nothing, but we talked about the about, you know, the bop bop, if you guys know what I mean. Sorry, I was swinging my hot comb to me just to make sure it wasn't too hot. But yeah, we talked about the bop bop, and I told him, you know, it's some A1's A1, top 3, you know, top shelf. You know, I was gassing my head up. I was really gassing it, even though it is top shelf, you know, top tier. I was just like, oh, my friend's gonna be here with me. You know, he's, you know, not into girls, but we're just having a little hangout sesh if you want to come through. And he was like, bet, I'm down. With him agreeing on that, I was like, okay. I finalized the plans with TJ and it was set. Is this middle part middling? I think it is. It's kind of going over there. Girl, don't mind it, dirty wind it. And I was like, okay, I get cute as I think I could. I wear my 30-inch black wig with my beehive braids underneath it. So it was giving higher than this. It was giving cone head, baby. It was giving extendo, extended clip very much. You guys know, I was not looking the best back when I first started transitioning, but I thought I was looking mad fucking cute. I don't know how my voice sounded. At the end of the day, I really don't care now because, you know, I smoke and stuff. So I can just, you know, mask it with that being like, nigga, I smoke. I do amp it up when I'm around boys. I do give a little, hi guys, how are you? Oh my God, you look so good right now. Yeah, you're looking really good. No, yeah, no, totally. No, great. Yeah. So we amp it up to the Betty Boop boys and we give it to the boys. So before I even pull up to this man's house, he texts me, he's like, oh, I'm gonna bring my homegirl. I was like, wait, oh, like, it's not that type of kickback. What? Like, homegirl? And I was like, who's homegirl? He's like, oh, nah, we're not like that. But, you know, she's just a homegirl. I don't think she's into guys like that. And I was like, okay, whatever. Just don't hit on me, like, I ain't driven like that. So I was like, okay, whatever. So the girl was in the community, y'all. She was in the community. It's late night, it's dark, because at this time I had no surgery and stuff, and I knew I wasn't that fish, but I was still giving fish. Like, I thought I was like the hottest girl out. I thought I was, you know, Cassie or some shit. So I pull up, it was around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, real late night. It's real dark in his neighborhood. I'm trying to set the scene for y'all. And I'm cruising in there, bumping my music not too loud because I don't know his neighborhood like that. And I text him and I'm like, okay, I'm outside, where you at? So I don't see nobody for a minute, and then a door opens from the house and I see 2 people walk out, just little silhouettes of 2 people. It was kind of spooky. Girl was shorter than him. Oh boy, he was kind of short. He wasn't too tall, but it is what it is. He gets in the car, everything's fine. She gets in the Ooh. Anyway, so she gets in the back seat. She says hi to me. I don't look back there because, like, I'm on guard, even though I know that, like, I feel like I look cute in the moment. I don't like, you know, him, so she's not really on guard of like who he's talking to, you know what I'm talking about? she likes girls. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be like, hey, how are you? And then so I turn to him, I'm like, hey, how are you? You know, just quick little thing. And then he shuts the door. He's like, I'm doing well, da 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 da. You know, I have the music kind of turned up so it can mask my voice. Like, you know, you gotta have the music turned up if you are talking to a nigga and you're not too confident in your voice. Not even like we get 2 miles down this damn street, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Like, girl, we got to DM2. And casual conversation the first, you know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the ride, you know, we just talking, you know, how are you? How was your day? What you got planned for tomorrow? Who is she? You know, she's telling me where she's from, whatnot. And I have the music up. He grabs his phone and he goes on his phone. Obviously, I have the music on. I'm not paying no mind. I'm just chilling, driving. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, he's on his phone. He's just, you know, doing his guy thing. And I don't really be too nosy on niggas' phones unless I'm dating them. So, yeah, he was just on his phone. I peeped it, but I was still driving. After that, he has his phone in his hand already. So he gets his other hand and he starts digging in his pants. And I'm like, okay, like, what's going on? And I'm looking, you know, to the side, you know, giving him the eye. He was giving me the eye while he was, you know, texting and stuff, I guess, or doing whatever he was doing on the phone. So I thought he was, you know, still feeling me, right? I thought he was finna pull the cock out, girl. He pulled the Glock out. He pulls a gun out. He just puts it on his lap, sets it right there, just for me to see, because he knew I was peeping at him and I was peeping at him and we was peeping at each other. So he pulls the Glock out and I'm just like, oh,
I know I ain't crazy.
I'll do it. At this point, I'm still driving, but I'm just like, oh, what's going on? Is this a robbery, bitch? Am I gonna die? Like, I don't know what was going on in my head. Like, I was just like, oh my God, am I being like held hostage? Am I getting kidnapped? Like, what the fuck? So I finished straightening the hair and then I did some baby hairs and just wrapped it again to it. So he pulls the Glock out and turns down the radio. So I'm like, fuck. Oh shit. At this point, I'm still driving. So he says, so you weren't gonna tell me you were trans? And I'm like, oh. Immediately what came out of my mouth was like, I thought you knew. I thought I told you. I thought I told you. I kept on saying, I thought I told you. I could have sworn I told you. And at this point I'm spooked and I'm still like driving, but I'm driving kind of slow because I'm like, where you want me to go? Like, where do you want me to go? Because at this point you're in control of the car now, not me. Like, it's a hostage situation. Definitely spooked. And gagged because I thought he was gonna pull something else out. Oh, my brother just got here. So he puts his hand on the gun and I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm just like looking over to the side, like not really looking at him. I'm just like, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. He's like, turn the car around. And at this point we were just going straight, so it was kind of like weird, right? So I whip that bitch around. I'm like, oh my God. And then so when I whip it around and then we're going back to his house, he's like, oh, you're lucky I'm not like one of these other guys, because hey, you guys will see him later on this here in the channel. But yeah, like I was saying, he was like, oh, you're lucky I'm not like these other guys, da da da. And he kept on saying, you can't be doing that. He kept on saying, you can't be doing that. And like he kept on saying in his little accent, and I was like, stop, you sound cute. He just kept on like, you can't be doing that. You're lucky I'm not like these other. He said the N-word, like these other niggas. He said niggas, but he was Spanish. Anyways, that's besides the point. Let me pop on my lap. But yeah, I was hella spooked on the way he just told me not to say anything. He was just like, okay, don't talk. And after he was like, oh, you're lucky I'm not like these other guys or whatever, and you can't be doing that. And I honestly thought he was gonna clap me and not clap my cheeks. I mean, I wanted him to. Like, I was gonna give him a bop 360. Give me some glue, but don't eat the glue, because that's what you just did. You fake phony to me. I thought there was some lash glue on here. You said no, ma'am. Now I got a coder. Y'all watching Euphoria? I like it, girl. Cassie is tweaking. A whole lot of Rue. You messy. You with that? Yeah. Oh no, not Rue. Oh, Jules, I mean. Ah, Rue. She's not a thought. She's not a thought. She just selling a little weed on the side. She just selling a little cows. I'm trying to be in a polygamous relationship. I take him home, and I'm assuming that the girl in the back seat, the lessee, had told him or texted him like, yo, something's not sitting right back there. She didn't say that specifically, saying like what's going on back there. She was probably just like, you know, that's a man, like I'm peeping it, you peeping it. And he probably just, you know, was shook to the core, and he couldn't do nothing in that moment, probably because he had somebody else there. Thank God somebody else was there, because who knows what could have happened if homegirl in the back seat wasn't there. But that is the end of this story time. To be using some Color lip gloss. Now this one is the watermelon one. I have it right here. This is my friend Anthony's brand. I have a link down below. It gives you the lip filler effect, and it gives you a good shine, and nothing like lime crime. Oh wow, like look at that. Wow, works wonders. I have that link below, as well as this unit right here. I'm showing you guys the full deets. Now, how do we feel about how I laid it? You guys can find all the links down below. Like I said, this goes down to my belly button slash my butt crack. My dress looks weird because I have some sweats underneath it, so don't clock it. I'm about to take this off so I can take some pictures and look really cute. If you do want to purchase the unit I installed today, check out Recool Hair. All the information will be down in the description box below. You guys know the drill with that. Check them out. They have some good units, and I'm going to pick up another one. I might just have to add some concealer to the part, but that's about it. Everything's perfect. It's very soft. It doesn't really hold a curl unless I put like Got To Be sprayed in it and use a hot comb. If you use a hot comb with your curling iron and just glide it along your curling iron while you're curling the hair, it definitely would work. But with that being said, it's just a perfect straight ginger unit. I hope you guys love this unit on me. I've been rocking it for the past, I say, 3 weeks. I do want to let you guys know that what I did was very risky, and you guys should not be going out with anybody without letting them know that you are trans. That is the #1 thing you should always do. I just kind of got mixed up with the people I was talking to, because I was talking to several people. Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I got mixed up, but thank God I didn't end up in a rut. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It shows a lot of support. I am going to be releasing a lot of new content this year, especially public, so stay tuned. It's gonna be crazy. But if you want more story times, comment down below. If you guys did smoke with me, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I miss smoking with you guys. I'll be doing a smoke session soon, or an edible making video, so whichever one comes first. I'll see you guys then. Follow me on Instagram, because my Instagram got deleted at 56K. My TikTok's gone, so follow my new one. But yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys later. Check out the pictures I'm about to take right now in this. Peace, love, and dildos. See you guys soon. Oh, hi guys. I got my chin done too. I got chin filler, guys. How are you feeling? Okay, bye.